Hi Virgo, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a timeless reading for you. The first card that we have out is Knight of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. This feels to me like a continuation of things. You may be continuing to do a process that's feeling very heart-led for you, like really going based off of your intuition and your instinct and what you're feeling within your heart, and you're continuing to make a contribution in that way. This feels like I'm continuously traveling down this path, one that feels heart-led to me, and I'm investing in this continuously. So I'm following my heart, I'm following my heart, I'm following my heart, and something is starting to grow. It feels like because you've been watering this, something is starting to grow. And I'm seeing this be something that you've been working at. So this is seeing that something is growing now because you've continuously been making these moves. You've been following your heart, you've been doing that, whatever this is for you. Something is growing, and this is you continuing to work at that. And advancing. And there's learning that's happening, there's understanding that's happening, really perfecting this process of you making moves in this way. And now it feels like something is surfacing. I wonder too if this is kind of like what you were working on. Feels like you've gotten really good at investing in this way. It's something that you've really been learning how to do, how to follow your heart, how to keep making moves, how to connect, how to tune in, and then how to take those steps. That things are coming of this, that you really have invested in this, and that this is something that you've been really getting good at doing. So over here, as you're in the process of doing exactly this, and the experience that we gain from doing exactly this, I'm seeing an Ace of Cups arrive. What's interesting is that if you've been making moves from the part of you that is the Knight of Cups, this is cup driven. So to have something be coming through, I almost feel like it's meeting you halfway here, where you're making moves in this way, this thing is coming to you now. It feels like these moves that you've been making, it would make sense for this to sort of arrive, and it feels like it's connected with what moves you. Yeah, I feel like very blatantly somebody's offering this to you, saying, hey, this is what it is. I'm seeing if this is where you are with things. It feels like it's connected with where you are, because if you're in a spot where what it is that you're doing within your life is, I want to make moves that are increasing connection in my life, that are increasing love within my life, increasing inspiration within my life, that feel like I'm really marching to the beat of my own drum here based off of how it is that I'm feeling, and I'm being brave doing that because there's vulnerability within the Knight of Cups. These are the moves that I'm making. I'm honoring myself, I'm honoring my feelings, I'm honoring my heart. I feel like you have somebody that's coming through and offering you something that is connected with like what you're trying to cultivate already within your life. This is somebody coming through and saying, I'm making moves like that too. I can offer this to you. What do you think? I do get the sense that a person is connected with this. And I feel like they're very direct about this too. King of Swords is very, very clear. So it's not somebody that has you trying to figure things out. King of Swords is like, Ace of Cups is here. What do you think about it? I'm presenting it to you. So sort of putting the ball in your court. Or putting the cup on your table. This brings something up for you. This may actually bring up something painful for you, which is weird because I'm seeing this person come through and saying, hey, I'm offering you the Ace of Cups, which is going to be like a new chapter, a connection of some sort. For some reason, this brings up something painful for you. Something that would feel kind of actively painful, actually, which I almost feel like this comes out of the blue. So simultaneously, when this person offers this to you, I feel like it brings up something for you, which may also have to come into the conversation as well. Can we get any more about this? I'm seeing something that's being worked on here. It's like something where there is an attempt to materialize some concept. This feels like it's something that would be new. If so, who is this person to you? Who is this King of Swords to you? I'm seeing the sun. The sun is an energy that we feel attracted to. It's one that we would feel, it warms us. And we can respect the way that it expresses itself too, and that it is in touch with its soul and making moves from that place. But there's also something here about waiting as well that I'm seeing be connected with this. The Sun, Three of Cups, Six of Wands. I am seeing something that's going to be coming together. I feel like there's respect for the way that the King of Swords expresses themselves because of them being connected with the sun. This can be somebody that really embodies and embraces and honors their energy and their core. Having Three of Cups, this can also be, King of Swords can be somebody that, Knight of Cups, which I'm seeing as being you in this scenario, you would look at this person and feel like they understand you, that you guys have a lot in common with one another. And also having that Six of Wands there too, this can be about this can be about a coming together that's happening. This can potentially be about a reconciling that's happening if that would be needed. If that's not the vibe for you, this can just be somebody that you feel really understood by and that you would feel connected with, which feels like that's what you've been trying to do. You've been making moves where you can foster that sense of connection, and you have somebody coming in that's emotionally available to you saying, hey, I can offer you this connection. What do you think? If you've been making moves wanting that, it feels kind of like you you've been making moves to manifest this within your life. It feels like this is its way of showing up for you and saying, is this something that you want? Isn't this like what you've been working on anyway? Am I not providing you with something that you've been seeking? And so it feels like this thing arrives and it is something that you want. Nonetheless, for those of you that you're identified with the Knight of Cups, I'm seeing something be going on here that feels like it's pain that's being worked through. You can feel very nurtured by this person. Very nurtured by your, like, the potential maybe of this relationship or this chapter. Feeling understood, could even feel somewhat like taken care of by them. I feel like this is meant to encourage you to heal something. Okay. So you do have goals here. I feel like you're planting roses and you went to go grab one and you got stabbed by one of the thorns, but it doesn't really take away from what's growing there. I feel like something has happened. Maybe not to let that take away from the bigger picture of what's going on while still recognizing that that is a thing in itself. I feel like I need to get more about this. You expressing the way that you feel and being transparent and allowing the vulnerability, I feel that's going to be there, is really important here. So you be clear and truthful and transparent about the way that you feel. It's going to help you with what it is that you're working on, but it may be something that is challenging and there can be something difficult about this. I feel like this can be more concentrated into a more clear concept. It's just not there yet. Okay. Because of being hurt, or because of even feeling like you're still carrying that with you, because I feel like this is something actively that you can be carrying with you, this pain, there can be a fear associated with where things are going. At the same time, I'm seeing you're going to pull through. So I'm seeing that things are going to proceed, and I'm also seeing too that something that you look at and you see as maybe being an unknown of where things can go, because Nine of Swords is like, this can happen, that can happen. I'm worrying about the future, like what's going to happen in this next moment and what is that going to mean, and just all of the ways that we get in our head where there's this worrying about things. Six of Wands shows things being pulled off. Like you pull things off. So you can go into it and be like, I don't know what's going to happen here, and you can feel all anxious about it, but then you come out on top anyway. Like you succeed anyway. I'm seeing you succeed here, even though there could have been a concern that the opposite of that was going to happen. And this can also be too, I'm working with a part of me that has these very big fears at times, or these big concerns at times, or this like profuse overthinking at times, but still I'm showing up, and then I'm seeing things be successful because I'm doing that. Because I'm trusting myself. I feel like you're learning how to trust yourself and trust your intuition. And that you do see that like things actually are working out because you're doing that. And I think too that it can be helping you secure what you want too, where this can still be kind of an active wound. I don't know why, but for some of you, I feel like this can be, for some of you, this can have to do with your resources actually. Like I wasn't seeing that initially, but for some of you, I wonder if there's something that has to do with your resources that's involved in this, where you could have some type of wounding that's connected with that, but this is helping you to heal that actually. And some connection that's coming through here, I feel like is going to support this mission that it feels like you're already on before this energy enters the picture. So you're like doing this anyway. I just feel like this thing that comes through, it supports what you're doing. I even feel like somebody's seeing you, this King of Swords looking at you and saying, wow, look at you following your heart. Look at you being brave. Look at you doing your thing. I can offer you something that would support that. And it feels like it's really supportive emotionally too for you. And so even though you can feel like you have some baggage, I'm also seeing you still accomplish what you're intending to accomplish here, even though it can feel, you can be worried at times, you can be like, is this actually gonna work? What's gonna happen? Like, what if this doesn't work out? You know, like all of those things, even though that's happening, I'm seeing you're still gonna be successful with what you're doing. You just have to keep following your heart and making these moves that you've been making. I also feel like you're pretty advanced within this process as well. To really trust yourself and what you're capable of. I feel like this can be wounding that has to do with things going on in a practical sense within your life, but you still doing it anyway. Like, I don't really know where this Three of Swords came from. I'm not seeing where it came from, but I'm seeing it be sort of with you. And I feel like this is helping you to work through this and still accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Maybe you feel like with the Three of Swords, you have like some type of inherent setback or something like that. Maybe just something that hasn't fully been processed actually, because I don't feel like you're doomed to carry this with you always and forever. I just feel like something has happened that maybe was just too much to process, and so you still are carrying remnants of that unprocessed energy, but I don't feel like it's something that will just have to remain like that. I feel like this is something that can be processed. And I feel like this person that's coming through is going to help you actually do that, but it may be kind of uncomfortable because something about this person coming through, it brings this specific thing up for you, but at the same time, I feel like they're going to be a catalyst. They're going to help you work through this. So yeah, so somebody's coming through, right? You connect with this person. This is somebody that they're really like on the same wave as you here. So they have everything to do with what you have going on right now. You're carrying something with you, for those of you that you're connected with the Knight of Cups here, that I feel like this person specifically, not only are they going to help you, not only are they going to support what you're doing already, but I feel like something that somehow is intertwined with this. I feel like you could have a person that comes through and doesn't touch whatever this Three of Swords is for you. This person, they're going to be part of what you have going on, but they're also going to help you break something down. Because Three of Swords is a sword thing that is meant to be sort of taken apart so it can be reintegrated, I feel like this person is coming through and they are actually the one that can help you do exactly that. I feel like they have something that can benefit you to accomplish something that may not be the bulk of your mission even that you're trying to do. Or for some of you that healing is something that you're focused on, this person can come through and directly help you with that. They're going to directly help you heal something. But I don't feel like they're coming through and maybe like doing that necessarily on purpose. Like I feel like they're offering you connection, like they want to foster connection, and like by proxy, I feel like they're also going to help you heal something here. But I feel like you're going to have to talk about it. Like it's going to come up for some reason. But I don't feel like it's going to be a big deal in a weird way. This feels like the way that I'm seeing this person be, I just feel like maybe from a mental standpoint, they can help you work through this. Maybe in a way that like that's just the element that you need to sort of resolve this, so it can dissolve back into everything else, and so you don't really feel like you're carrying that extra passenger with you. But I'm not seeing them just come through and be like, I'm just coming through to help you tackle this within your life. I feel like they also like want a connection with you, and part of them having a connection with you means that they like see this going on with you and that it's something that they help you resolve. I feel like they have answers for you, but it just like they happen to have answers for you. It's not like they're coming through to be like, I'm here to tell you how to live your life or like how to address that elephant in the room within your life. I feel like they connect with you first, like on a personal level, and then they see this and it's something that they can help you with, because I feel like they know how to deal with it. Like whatever this is, I feel like this person is like, oh, you're having this type of problem, and then they like have all the answers for it. And there's somebody that's like really articulate with helping you do exactly that. This is somebody that, like, King of Swords can of course deal with a Three of Swords, can of course dismantle that and take that down. This is somebody that they would be like a professional at doing that, just like within their core essence of who they are as an individual. This is a life skill that they have. But I don't feel like they didn't like become friends with you, or they didn't connect with you just to do that. I'm seeing it just be like part of this person's nature to say, like, because they're connecting with you, it's part of their nature to like see this thing that you're sort of carrying with you and to help you with that. Like they have sort of the resources, I guess we can say, that you would need to do this. And like none of us want to be carrying the Three of Swords around with us, but until we resolve it, it stays with us. So I do actually feel like they're going to help you immensely with integrating this. And you're like on a mission to, I feel like that's part of your mission anyway, so they would just be aiding you in doing so. But again, like I feel like this is somebody that connects with you already. This feels like somebody that cares about you, and they just like also happen to be able to help you with this too. That's the sense that I'm getting with them. They'd be curious about you and about your story, I feel. They can be curious too about what it is that you've accomplished and what holds deeper meaning for you as well. I feel like this person has been through something that I feel, looking at this Ace of Cups, I'm seeing the lotus flower, and when I see the lotus flower, I think about Anuradha Nakshatra in Vedic astrology, which is a nakshatra in the sign of Scorpio. Something about that, it just reminds me of that. And Anuradha Nakshatra is connected with like friend of all, and so There's something, I feel like this person is coming through and giving you that type of energy where, speaking about this again, I feel like they've been through things, because that is connected with the lotus flower, about being able to be in these like grimy, essentially, circumstances, and being able to come out and blossom with a sense of purity, even though being in circumstances that are really challenging. Like, I think making friends with those challenging circumstances, and so I feel like this person coming through has done that within their own life, and so I feel very much like that's why they're able to aid you in what you're doing, just naturally. Yeah, I feel, so for those of you that you're identified with the energy of the Knight of Cups, I'm seeing you making moves so you can really advance within your life. And I'm seeing there be a lot of maturing that's happening. I'm seeing there be a lot of processes that you're mastering as well. I'm seeing you get better at talking about things, better at understanding things, better about breaking things down, addressing what needs to be addressed, carrying things through, moving forward. I feel too like this is about saying something, making a move that can be difficult to do, saying something that can even be difficult to say, honoring something that can feel difficult to honor, but feeling like you must. And that it is for something bigger to come together. It is part of a bigger picture. Coming back to this idea of you have this garden growing and you get pierced by one of the thorns. It doesn't take away from the garden. And so I feel like this is one of those thorny moments, but that there's a bigger picture here that's taking place. I think too that you're learning about what love is, and you're learning about what connection is, and learning about what healing is and how that is possible, and that wounds don't have to be like all pervading and inflexible. It is really stuff that can be healed through processes exactly like this. And you're learning how to take steps where you're really honoring yourself and you're honoring how it is that you're feeling. This is how you invest in the bigger picture within your life, like the investing in being the architect of your life, and also learning how to, I think, really to say the things that need to be said, to figure out the things that need to be figured out, to be direct about the things that you need to be direct about. Because I feel too like there's stuff going on that's connected with you maybe speaking your truth or honoring yourself and just being very, very honest, that being part of this too, and knowing that there's power that you gain when you're honest and when you're transparent, and that this is something that you're learning how to do during this part of the process, and that it's helping you feel like you are fostering connection within your life the way that you want to, like what it is that you really seek, doing exactly that, and that this is how you build what you want within your life. And so you feel like the life that you live is one that holds value for you innumerably, and that you enjoy it. And to do this, some tough things may need to be discussed, some tough things may need to be spoken about, and that this is just part of the process here. I feel like that about covers it. I do feel like this is a step that's honoring the part of you that you're determining how things are going, and you are building things, and that you're sort of in charge of what it is that you have going on within your life, what it is that you're creating, what it is that you're supporting, what it is that you're deconstructing. And even though it may not be easy to sort of bring up these topics or to say these certain things, it feels like not shying away from addressing them. And even though you can be feeling how you feel, because I'm thinking back to seeing that energy of the Nine of Swords, which can be really difficult to approach something. Like there's real anxiety there can be real fear there can be real like overthinking there can be real worries there, real concerns there, real what's gonna happen, and the nail biting and all of that. And it feels like working with that energy and still doing your thing that you need to do here, and seeing that like things really do work out for you when you're willing to do it anyway. That you're not shying away from something just because it's difficult, and that you're doing what needs to be done and saying what needs to be said, even if it's hard to do that. Because I feel like this can be bringing up a message. You may be making a move here that is carrying something heavy with it, but you can feel too like it needs to be, like it's your job to sort of do this at this point. And that it's helping you with something bigger here. What you're going to see as you move through this process is the way that you are becoming extremely masterful with your throat chakra and your heart chakra. Those being very big things here that I'm seeing. I think your root as well. This means too that your problem solving abilities are getting better, that you're understanding things, that you're able to cut through, that you're getting better at discerning, that you're becoming more incisive. And this will allow you to read things better too. There's like a sharpening that's happening, a sharpening of the mind that's happening, and of the ears. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.